people, I'm live. It's Wednesday evening, it's hot and muggy. It's disgustingly humid outside. Hello to ice cream. Speaking of which, that sounds pretty refreshing right now. Could you be a moderator? Ah, so you saw my community tab, did you, ice cream? Unfortunately, I already added my 5 new mods. But I'll keep you in mind if someone decides they don't want a mod and I need a replacement mod. And hello to Alex, and hello Yahia. And Alex, yes, thank you for your service as a mod, you're awesome. But if anyone saw my community message on my channel, I did a little switching of the mods. Some people expressed some interest in becoming a mod, so rather than keep adding more mods and ending up with 20 mods, I just wiped the slate clean, or down to the original 3 mods, which was my sister, Megan, and Bevy, and then I added 5 brand new mods. So thank you to all those who were previously mods, and maybe you'll get to be a mod again in the future. So the new mods are Yogi, Ali BHG, Romachek, Alan K. Kwan, and my sister and Megan and Bevy are still mods. And Susan Young, yes, that's right, Susan Young is also now a mod. So we still have 8. Hey, Reggie Gagnon, how's it going? COVID Hippo, Sanjay, hello, hello. Scott Briggs, CPAN TCC Explorer, hello, hello. And Alex. Alex with his personal account. No longer Alex Gets Around TO. Hey, Marie Palmer and Harjot, and Rhonda Lloyd and Estelle, hello, hello. Michael Stern. Who else we got here? Vivian Johnson, hello to Vivian. And Hunter Stewart. Dave in Bangor, Maine, hello. Do I sound a bit down? I'm not down, it's just hot. Just sort of drains a little bit of my life force when it's this hot and humid out. Yeah, sure thing, Susan. And Brad Palmer's here. Alright. So, if I missed anyone, I'll get a chance to say hi again as we continue on with the stream. So I'm here at Dundas and Parliament here. This is one of the grocery stores that I sometimes come to. It's close to my apartment. It's about a 7-minute walk, I would say, from my apartment. Yeah, I was out this afternoon. I recorded 1 video and I was like, okay, that's enough. 1 is enough for for this heat and humidity. And then I just sat around all day after that in my air conditioning. But I thought, hey, things are going to cool off a bit here in the evening. It was almost time for my live stream. As you know, I do a live stream every 3 or 4 days, so here I am, back outside.
And you're just crossing the tower. I'm that white tower.
So where are we heading? I think we're going to head down towards the lake.
Cross here and then see you later on, maybe no. Yeah, I don't think that's pretty early.
But first we'll take a walk eastward here through Regent Park. And maybe I'll take River Street south. Hey, Bobby Hall. Yeah, I believe it, Bobby Hall. Too hot for me. I mean, I don't know if that's where the temperature where you are, but it's probably pretty close here. At least it was at the hottest time of the day today. It's a bit cooler now. It's only 94 degrees in Las Vegas. Okay. But that's a dry heat. Not this soupy, disgusting mess we get here. Hey, Megan. All right. Megan's in the house. Hey, mental man. How's it going? Yeah, there's kind of a pleasant breeze blowing right now. Hey, Whitby dude. It's going mental. Good to hear. Good to hear. That's what I was hoping you would say. Hey, Total Tech. That makes two of us, Total Tech. As you know, I don't wear shorts. I'm wearing jeans. Maybe that's crazy, but it's just how I roll. You're probably right, Megan. You're probably right. Luckily, though, you know, when I feel hot, it's usually not below the waist. It's just above the waist where I really feel the heat, where I seem to sweat and all those unpleasant things. Below the waist, it's usually okay. Including my feet. My feet don't really get hot and sweaty, unlike some people's. Lucky me, I guess. I don't get smelly shoes. Let's take a walk a bit through the neighborhood here. And we'll loop back down to River Street. Hey, Gerald Bell and Wing Zero. Hello, you recorded a video at the bridle path. Those rich areas often don't have sidewalks, Wing Zero. It's kind of a strange thing. It's like they don't want people walking around through the neighborhood, so they try to make it as inhospitable as they can. What's the outfit for this walk? As in, what am I wearing, or what do we have in store? The outfit is a black t-shirt and blue jeans. And what is in store? We're going to head south towards the lake. And I'll probably walk along part of the lakefront. We'll take a bit of a scenic route to get there, so it won't be all lake. It'll be some city, some lakefront, and then maybe back to some city again. Oh, thanks, Estelle. Yeah, that one didn't get as many views as usual for some reason. Not exactly sure why that is. So this is the Regent Park neighborhood, as I mentioned. This whole area got completely redeveloped. It used to be sort of a infamous neighborhood of public housing with buildings dating from like the 1940s to the 1960s. Some low-rise, some high-rise. They look very much like the sorts of projects you see in, you know, in the boroughs of New York City, like in the Bronx or something, or even some of the old Chicago projects. Kind of built in the same style. But it got all torn down and replaced with all these new buildings. There's only one section left over by Parliament and Gerrard of the old buildings, and those will be torn down in the near future and replaced with more new buildings such as these. Yeah, it deteriorated, that's for sure. I mean, you know, some people lived there for decades and were totally fine with it, but there was no denying that there were a lot of problems with the neighborhood that developed over the years. I don't know, Sanjay. It is Pride Month, right? And Pride weekend is just around the corner. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing? Hey, Tom Bikes 416. Good evening. This is a busy spot. Hey, Noble Cost, how you doing? Hey, you're very welcome. Whitby Dude, I did watch that. Yeah, I mentioned it a few times on my channel in previous videos. Thought that was a pretty fascinating little documentary. It was sort of like a dramatization, more so than a documentary, if I remember correctly. Hasty Market. It's nice to see retail and restaurants starting to fill in all the vacant spaces at the bottom of these new buildings. That's what makes the neighborhood feel complete. I know along Dundas Street there's a bunch of new restaurants and retail that have filled up those spaces in those buildings. Yeah, I see you. And here's Shooter Street. And I see a tall, skinny thing poking up there in the distance. So it's looking down Shooter Street towards downtown. Yes, it is hump day. It's hot hump day. The 3 H's, hot, humid, and hump. I don't know if that's a combination that sounds too appealing, but maybe to some people. I think I prefer cool, comfortable, and hump, but that's just me. Yes, hello to the Mod Squad Phase 2. I would say so, Novocos. I'm also choosing to walk east for the time being because the sun is setting, and if I was walking in the west I'd be walking directly into the sun. So I'm trying to not walk towards the sun as long as I can until it properly sets. And then we can start going west. Hey, film mission. I saw you were in North Bay. I don't know if you knew this, but that's my hometown. I watched your quick little drive along Lakeshore Drive video. I did a bunch of videos in North Bay and a live stream last fall. So here's River Street. Do I prefer super cold or super hot? I don't know. I guess super cold, if I had to choose. At least I can dress warm and put on my big warm glove to hold my gimbal and have my hoodie up and my warm coat and all that stuff. The only thing is my nose runs and the battery in my phone dies much quicker in the cold, so it's like you can't have it all. There's always got to be something wrong with either scenario. Oh, cool film mission. I might get back up to North Bay again in the not too distant future. Hey, funny dog, greetings. Yeah, I do have AC. It's running as we speak. When I get back home, I will walk into a nice, cool apartment and immediately remove my jeans and t-shirt. Hey, Alan K. Kwan, welcome to the Mod Squad. I'm missing the shadflies, oh darn it all. Make sure you say hello to them for me, Marie. Humane Society. Covert hippo, they're like mayflies. They're basically mayflies. We just call them shadflies in North Bay, and I guess maybe a couple other places call them shadflies. Hey, Soldier Q1, good evening. And I see Doug is in the house. And here's Queen Street, and King Street is just right there. This is where King and Queen converge. Funny dog, yeah, I'll walk through Underpass Park. Good day. Oh, and while I was filming my video this afternoon, I ran into a viewer of the channel and who's often in the live streams, Brett Mallon. Ran into him on York Street, so he appears in the video. I'll be posting that one in the coming days. And it's cool to meet him. Hey, Cliff Taylor, how you doing? He seemed quite surprised to run into me live and in person. Hey, Mark S. Welcome to the Wednesday evening hot and humid hump day stream. Chris Mills. No, that's true, Alex. Our time will come. Yeah, it's just very random, right? When you run into people, just got to be in the right place at the right time. Like Johnny and I are out recording almost every day, and oftentimes we'll record the same neighborhoods on the same day, but we don't often actually come across each other while we're recording. It's happened a few times, but considering the hundreds upon hundreds of videos that we've each recorded, it's surprising it doesn't happen more often. Four times, eh, Tom? Yeah. Yeah, it feels all right here, walking in the shade. Yeah, and he's constantly walking around your neighborhood, Susan. I'm sure one day you'll appear in his video. It's bound to happen. And coming through Underpass Park. Yep, first collab, I remember that, August of 2020. No, Susan, I don't actually. I'm lucky that I don't really sunburn. I mean, I get a tan, I get that farmer tan thing going when I'm wearing my t-shirt, but my skin doesn't really get down to the actual sunburn stage. I like these funky condos here. I don't know, who was that weirdo in the mirror? Maybe he's trapped in there. It's like, let me out of here! Let me out of this reflective prison! Not your style design? Yeah, fair enough. I think this building looks pretty cool. When you see it from a distance, it looks quite interesting in my opinion. The Cube House, yeah, it's still there as far as I know. Yeah, a lot of this area is still a bit rough around the edges since it's all so new. Bayview Avenue. How are you enjoying the Continuum? I hope you're not trapped there. Cecilia, yeah, I usually walk home. Or if it's far, I just hop on the TTC. Anything more than, say, an hour's walk is usually when I'll decide to hop on the TTC, unless it's just a nice day and I don't mind continuing the walk. Hey, Alan K. Kwan, $5. A nice cold drink is in order. I agree, Alan K. Kwan, and thank you very, very much for the $5. To our newest member of the mod squad. And this is Corktown Common. This is where I was dive bombed by aggressive birds protecting their nests in a previous stream a long time ago. Red-winged blackbirds, I think they were. Yeah, this is a neat spot. I hear a bird giving me the eye right now. Yeah, just chill there, bird. I'm not gonna bug your nest. He was yelling at me. Just had Subway, nice. Yeah, 1 minute we were surrounded by condos, and now we're surrounded by trees and forests and aggressive birds. Golf course? There's no golf course in this area. Hey, Cliff Taylor, $5 super sticker. Thank you very, very much for your support, Cliff Taylor. Appreciate it very much. Hope you're enjoying the hot, humid hump day walk. Hey, Gertej, how you doing? Hello, Sebastian. Yeah, this is a really nice spot here. They did this really well, in my opinion. And we got like a forest of construction cranes just beyond the park here. This looks a little dry though. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be more water in here. You love golf? Yeah. Doesn't Johnny also love golf? I think I heard him mention that before. I've never seriously played golf. I've only messed around as a kid with borrowed golf clubs and I guess urban golf. Me and my friends would just take a golf club and some balls out into the streets and just whack the balls all over the place and try not to hurt anyone. And it is more swings. I need someone on the other end of this thing. Where's Johnny when you need him? Johnny Strides, be my teeter-totter companion. I don't think I've said the word teeter-totter in about 40 years. I was like, is that even what it's called? I was like, teeter-totter, is that right? Mini golf? Yeah, I have played mini golf on more than one occasion. Last time was actually in North Bay. And I couldn't wait for it to be over. It was too hot. There was no shade at all. And I was just like, ugh, 18 holes of this? Let's get this over with. By the time we were done, I was on the verge of having a sunburn. Probably the closest I've come to getting a sunburn. Did Johnny snipe me again? Not recently. Last time was in the financial district, I think. That was like a month ago or so. Seesaw? Is a teeter-totter and a seesaw the same thing? I don't know. Is there two different words for the same thing depending on where you live? Is that how it works? see Jurassic World 3. I heard the reviews are pretty bad for that movie, but I'll probably still watch it. I'm not sure if I'll go to the theater to see it, but I'll find a way to watch it. I don't think anything will ever beat the very first Jurassic Park movie. That was a game changer. I saw it, I think, 4 times in the theater. That's how much I liked it. Soda versus pop, yeah. I did a video on soda versus pop, you know, like long time ago. I think it's still on my channel. It was before I started doing the walking videos. I was doing those silly talk to the camera and make jokey comments about random things type videos, and I did one on soda versus pop. It's like, why not just combine the best of both worlds and call it soda pop? Everyone agrees that that's a thing. What doesn't make sense is in the southern US they call it Coke. It doesn't matter if it's not Coke. If it's a fizzy carbonated drink, it's called Coke. Doesn't matter if it's root beer, doesn't matter if it's Sprite or ginger ale, it's all Coke. It's like, that's just dumb. Coke is Coke. Ginger ale is not Coke. You can't call it Coke. Hey, Richard Bishop, how you doing? Right after I stopped recording. So he was almost in the same video that I ran into Brett Mallon in. And I met his daughter. Richard's daughter graduated from Toronto Metropolitan University, formerly Ryerson University. Toilet bowl cleaner. Yeah, I used to drink Pepsi like it was going out of style, which is just as bad as Coke, I think, in that respect. Yeah, I kind of agree, Ali, you know. Toronto Metropolitan University sounds just so generic. Like, there are universities with the same name in cities all around the world, just with their own city name, obviously. Blank Metropolitan University. You could say that for a number of different cities that have a university with that name. Yeah, Mountain Dew would be Coke as well. Marvel University. That's my mom's name. My mom's name is Marvel. It's like a whole bunch of stuff named after Ryerson. I don't know if they're going to change it all. What the heck is this all about? Mr. Strides wants to know. It's all about me sweating me bowls off. That's right, I'm walking around in jeans in this stuff, Mr. Strides. Hey, look, it's a distillery. I walked through there not all that long ago. I'm gonna head down to the waterfront. We'll just take a little peek into the neighborhood here. Whoa! Calm down there, gimbal. Holy cow. There we go. Hey, Emo's Music Channel, how you doing? I'll save the distillery for another stream or a video after an appropriate amount of time has passed. Ooh, a GO train. Where's it heading? Oshawa? Or maybe it's heading north up to Richmond Hill. Road closed. Well, that doesn't mean the sidewalk is closed. Why is the road closed? What's up with that? Hey Beaver, how you doing? I like that new building under construction there, the taller one. I think that's a pretty neat looking building so far. Most of these new buildings here in the Canary District are actually quite well done. Yeah, they seem to be struggling a bit, don't they, Novelcos? Okay, I see why the road is closed. Oh yeah, an antique bicycle, huh? That would be cool. I think Megan's dream is to wear one of her old-timey dresses and ride in a Model T car. Am I supposed to be here? Where have I found myself? Oh, I see. The path is over here. I just walked into the construction area. There was no sign telling me not to. If I don't see a sign saying don't walk here, I'll walk there. I agree, Alan K. Kwan, I agree. No place in Toronto is off limits to the TheKenContinuum. You'll be in Toronto August 22nd. Well, that's awesome, Gertish. Yeah, Alan is one of the new Mod Squad members. There's 5 new mods. I want to get onto the path over here. I have to go through a wild goose chase just to get over there. Should I run? Let's do it. It was more like a half-hearted jog. Thank you very much, Gertish. Hey, look at that. I just want to get to the other side of the street so I can walk along the path. Yeah, this is that place I walked through before where there was like 8 million big trucks all trying to run me over at once. It's a lot quieter now than it was then. Far fewer trucks. Still 1 a.m., right? I guess you better get to bed. Well, thanks for dropping by the stream. I'm glad the time difference wasn't too bad. Can I cross? All right. Yeah, how'd you like it, Harjot? Would you recommend it? I wasn't terribly amazed by the last couple of Jurassic Park movies. They were entertaining enough. I didn't go see them in the theater. I just waited until I could watch them at home. Totally legally, of course. Plex, cough, Plex. Johnny Strides $2 towards my Pride Parade costume. With that $2, I can come up with something amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Strides. I'm thinking a styrofoam cup strategically placed. And that's it. a colorful styrofoam cup. That's what the bulk of the $2 will be. Hey, Clayton Crawford. Hello, hello. More mouth breather. Yeah, I forgot to point out the new bridge. You might have seen it. There it is. And there's another one just like it further down. There's the realigning Cherry Street here. So the old bridge will be going goodbye, and the new bridges will give you access to the newly developing Portland's neighborhood here. If it turns out looking anything like the plans and the renderings, it's going to be a pretty amazing little neighborhood. Bring this whole corner of the city to life. A thong and a gimbal. Yep. Not to be confused with a bong and a blintz. Capellan, how you doing? There's the very aesthetically pleasing Gardner Expressway. Paul Demarche, I am well. David Clippard, I did see that one blade of grass there, yes. That was a very, very eye-catching blade of grass. I couldn't help but miss it, or notice it. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that was my plan, to wait until it started getting dark before I walked west. Hey, there's another GO train. Hey, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. How you doing? And hello to Janet. And any other Bellevillians. I know Vivian is a Bellevillian as well. That's a pretty cool looking bus. I wonder if that's like a tour bus for some band or something. It had a New York license plate. There's another one, also with a New York license plate. Yes, thank you very much, Alan. Yes, hit that like button. And after you hit that button, hit that subscribe button right after. Let me get up to 10,000 before the end of the year. That would be nice. The walking man, dude. What pile of discarded ski masks did you crawl out from under, dude? He's alive. Hey, out and about. Lizzo's here. Hello to Lizzo. She's also a long-time streamer here in Toronto. She does streams way more often than I do, almost every day. Yeah, the walking man dude is back. So where's the walking woman dudette? We need to reunite them. Unless she's right there with him as we speak. I bet you she is. JD Fisher, read my message in my community tab. This new building is looking pretty slick here. It's a timber construction building. Yeah, I think we're going to start to see more of these. I think there's another one already underway. Timber, timber, ta 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 timber, timber, ta 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 timber. I just rewrote that song. I think my version is better. Wow, the cladding on this looks great too. That is what makes or breaks a building, is the quality of the cladding. Slow mode is too slow. It's only 30 seconds now. Well, next time I do another reshuffling, JD Fisher, there's a chance you might become a mod again. I said that right in the message there. This is not against anyone or anything. It was just time to let some new people become mods who've been asking to become mods. And I didn't want to end up with 20 mods. So I just kind of did a bit of a shuffle. It's nothing personal. Just gotta change things up every once in a while, you know? Hey, Christine Camley, $20. Hi, it's a great to catch a live stream. Yikes, yes, it does. It is humid. And thank you very, very much for the 20 bucks, Christine Camley. Very awesome support. And you probably saw my reply to your comment, right? Wanted to make sure you knew I was streaming tonight. Alright, let's head down towards the lake. Sunburn's more dangerous than frostbite. It's a good thing I don't get sunburns. Haha. I think the last time I had a sunburn, one of the only times, I was about 10 or 11 years old. And I remember the peeling skin and all that fun stuff. And then after that, I never really got any more sunburns. Haha, right on, Christine. What is this fence all about? Oops, I just stole a Johnny Strides style of talking. My apologies. Holy moly. Those dogs did not like that guy. Maybe they'll not like me too. Let's see. Or maybe they won't like my gimbal. No, they didn't mind me at all. I guess I give off good vibes to the dogs. They're like, you're alright. We don't like that other guy though. They lunged at that guy when he walked past, like angrily, like viciously. Paul de Marsh, yes, this is the lake here on the left. And there's a very large ship. Look at that. It's one of those big freighters that docks at the sugar refinery. It's probably coming from there. Thanks, Novocos. I wanted to you know, make sure everybody knew my reasons and all that. I learned how to be diplomatic from watching Star Trek and The Next Generation. Engage. Apparently Star Trek The Next Generation has had a big influence on me. My channel name is sort of inspired by it. Does that make me a geek? I guess so. Oh well. Yeah, no doubt you see lots of huge ships in Vancouver, including these full-size cruise ships. Here we just get the more smaller cruise ships. They're pretty big though, but just a fraction of the size of the big ocean cruise ships. The Great Lakes cruise ships, they're pretty nice. I think it would be kind of fun to do a Great Lakes cruise. Stops in like cities such as like Chicago, Milwaukee. I'm not sure where else. I'm not sure if they stop in Cleveland. Not every city has a suitable port for them to dock at. Susan, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Mark S. That's right, Wing Zero. I am from the TheKenContinuum, though, to one minor correction there. Some of the islands. There's a little bit of wave action on the lake tonight. A big giant ship is going around the islands or something. I think over there is where the cruise ships dock, actually, in that area of the Portlands. So it's a bit of a trek for passengers to get into the city after they disembark. But once that area is all built up with the new community there in the Portlands, they'll be right in the middle of an interesting area. But that's some years away. Yeah, the ferry to Rochester, too bad. Saves a lot of time just to go straight across the lake. If you want to get to New York, now you have to drive all the way around the end of Lake Ontario. You have to drive west and then loop around the end and then drive back eastward again. That adds like a whole extra hour or so to the travel time. Just one straight shot across the lake would get you there in like 40 minutes. We got a lot of people hanging out. It's kind of nice. And over here is Sugar Beach. What is on the other side of the lake, Paula? Well, on the more western end, it is more of southern Ontario, the Niagara region. And if you go a bit further east, it's New York State. And Rochester, New York is technically the only major American city on Lake Ontario itself. Buffalo is on Lake Erie, but Buffalo is closer to Toronto than Rochester is. It's basically just a bit south of Niagara Falls. About an hour and a half drive if you drive without traffic. Whereas Rochester is at least another hour past Buffalo. But yeah, if that ferry was still in service, 40 minutes you could be in Rochester or Buffalo. Sugar Beach. There used to be an awesome view of the financial district from here, but now all these newer buildings have blocked it. It's okay though. Oh yeah, downtown Rochester isn't directly on the shore of Lake Ontario, but the suburbs of Rochester do extend right up to the shore of Lake Ontario. You have to go a bit inland to get to downtown Rochester. I'm not sure why they built the city center so far away from the lake. I guess that's just how it came to be. And I got sand in my shoes. Boom, just like that. How does it happen? Nobody knows. I'll probably find sand in other places too, even though I'm just walking. No, this is not a real beach. I did a video a while ago about fake beaches, and this was one of the fake beaches. The other one being HTO Beach, which is further to the west. Yeah, Rochester, home of Kodak. And also the home of Rick Beato, who is one of my favorite YouTubers. He doesn't live there anymore. He lives in Atlanta now, but he's originally from the Rochester area, one of the suburbs, I believe, of Rochester. He has an awesome channel all about music and music theory. He talks about all kinds of great bands and lots of lists. Best, guitar intros and best solos, best albums, anything to do with classic rock for the most part. It's a really awesome channel. And a lot of his videos are quite musically technical as well. He's quite the proficient musician. He used to be a professor, actually, at Cornell University, a music professor there. And this is where the big freighter probably came from. That's the sugar refinery there. AC/DC is your favorite band, yeah? It's a fine choice. Was his name Abe? It was Rick Beato. B-E-A-T-O. Have you ever been on the Chief Commander? Yeah, oh yeah, I've been on there. Only a couple of times though, to be honest. Maybe twice. That's the cruise ship in North Bay that cruises around Lake Nipissing. And it's not a very big ship. It has about 100 passenger capacity. It's a twin hull ship. Let's get some beaver tails. I've never had a Toronto beaver tail, only an Ottawa beaver tail. Are you talking about this one, Novalcos? This sort of bland glass box. The new LCBO headquarters. It does a good job of blocking the view of some more interesting buildings you'd rather look at. R.I.P. Captain John's. I remember Captain John's, yeah. Hello, Lena. How you doing? Geez, now like all I can feel now is the sand in my shoes as I walk around. There's a couple of good-sized pebbles in there. I think after the stream I'm going to have to empty my shoes. Hey, the mouse plays. Hello. Which is worse, sand and shoe or shad flies? I'm gonna go with sand and shoe. Shad flies don't really bother me. They just stink. And you have to step on them because you can't avoid it. And they make little crackling noises when you step on them, like Rice Krispies. I know it sounds gross, and it kind of is. Look at that. Hey, Blaze the Cat 2000. How you doing? It's still in the upper 20s, I would say. Mark S. The Amish gamer, that's pretty true, you know, to get these feet out of these shoes. Got a bunch of doggies. I think they're all about to do their business here. So maybe we don't want to focus too much on the doggies. Hello, Ida. Glad you could catch the stream. Yeah, let's make our way back over to the lake. Good times the mouse plays. The mouse plays Roblox. I wonder what it would be like to live in a unit within those cantilevered sections there, you know? That would be pretty interesting, I think. I'm not sure what's in those, if they're amenities or if there's actual residential units in those. Maybe someone knows. It's art. Oh, out and about with Lizzo is back. You did a premiere. Oh, I'll have to check that out later. I think this one's pretty cool. They're all kind of neat to look at, but this one definitely takes the cake. You know, both spiders and house centipedes are really nothing to be concerned about. They both eat other bugs that you would be concerned about, right? And they're both harmless to people for the most part. They just go about their business. They ignore you, you ignore them. Whenever I see a spider in my place, which does happen from time to time, I just leave it be. And I've only seen a house centipede one time in the whole 11 years I've worked there, or lived there. And I just also thought, okay, maybe he'll eat some other bugs that might be around that I don't want in my apartment. And there's a couple of ferries. I can hear a girl yelling and swearing, I think, from the ferry there. She's having some sort of argument. Yeah, they are creepy looking, not going to deny that. House hippos. And there's a water taxi. Those are more expensive than the official island ferries, but they're more convenient if you're willing to pay a bit more. I wonder how cold the water is right now. Lake Ontario stays pretty cold all year round. I mean, you can swim in it. It's not like it's too cold, but it's very deep, so it doesn't get as warm as some people would like it to. Lake Erie is the shallow lake. That one gets a lot warmer. Thanks, Mark S. Yeah, I think it's about $10 now, Novel costs. Remind you about Jaws. Dun 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 dun. Didn't I do the Jaws theme just in my last live stream? Well, yeah, from some spots it looks like it could be an ocean. Here the islands sort of break up that illusion, but once you move east or west of the central waterfront, the lake just seems to go on forever. On a clear day you can see the other side if you really try hard, I guess. And if you get up in any building that's a bit on the high side, you can easily see on the other side of the lake. Hey, Brad Palmer, alright, you have yourself a great evening too. And hello in Costa Rica to Zuko60. And Marie Palmer, you have yourself a great night as well. We got some Indian cuisine. That's what it says on the sign. This one's closed up, Mexican bowl. There's an ice cream one just over there. Those two condos are starting to get really tall. The shorter one is actually going to end up being the taller of the two. They're going to switch places eventually. Hello Tanvir, how you doing? There's a look right up Yonge Street. It's kind of a neat view. You can see all the way up to Bloor. You can see the office tower at Yonge and Bloor, with the condo right behind it, One Yorkville. It's way up there, way up. It seems to be the case, right, Lizzo? There's so many twin tower condo developments. Oh yeah, they have good hot dogs, do they, Trisha? I used to get veggie dogs all the time at all the vendors around downtown. Those little street meat guys, you know? I haven't had one of those in a long time. They used to be only like $2, and then they went up to $2.50. And that's kind of when I stopped buying them. Now they're like $4 or sometimes even more. I think there's a couple of vendors down by the Toronto Convention Center that are still $2.50 or $3. Those are the only ones left. Ida, yeah, Yonge Street ends right here at Queen's Quay. That's the southern end. It ends there and it starts there, depending on which way you're going. Yeah, I like Indian food. Just as long as it's not too spicy. I know it's supposed to be spicy, but doesn't mean that I have to have it spicy. Let's see what the veggie dogs are here. $5. $5 here. How big are they? They're pretty big, but no bigger than they used to be when they were like $2.50 or $3. My favorite Indian food? Let's say chana masala.
Claire hasn't come back. That may still happen, right? So I'm still, I don't know, like, but I'm not really, I'm not.
Like, again, we were talking.
Alright, so I was saying we'll check out some of the lake and then go back up into the city. So I think now I'll start heading back up into the city.
Big Phoenix.
That's what she said. Yeah, just talking about it is kind of making me want some now, you know? It's been a long time since I've had some. What's this bus? I don't know what this bus is all about. It's not all fancy like those other ones. It's pretty nice, but doesn't look as badass. Doesn't suggest that there's a rock band in there or anything like that. I agree, Paul DeMarche. I agree. Never been a fan of overly spicy. If it's so hot that you can't even taste the food you're eating, then doesn't that sort of defeat the purpose? I want to be able to actually enjoy what I'm eating. Savor the flavors and all that sort of thing. Harbor Street. It's pretty busy for a Wednesday evening. A Wedding Crasher episode, yeah. Can I be Owen Wilson? He can be Vince Vaughn. Yeah, that's right. Lake Ontario once extended all the way up here and even up to Front Street at one time. They just kept filling in more and more of the lake. Kept creeping further south to get to the shoreline. There's CIBC Square. Look at the lighting on that. I think that looks awesome at night. I don't think I've ever been able to show this in a stream at night, actually. All those cross-hatching light elements. Slovenia, 4 a.m. Wow. What are you doing so up early? Oh, what are you doing up so early? Yes, I can talk. Here you can get another look here from the broader side of the building. What a great looking office building, and there's another one just like it being constructed right beside it that will be a little bit taller actually than this one, just a meter or two taller. You were in Toronto 2 weeks ago. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to look awesome once its twin rises up beside it. The twin will be turned 90 degrees in orientation to this one. And where those cranes are right ahead there, that's where the new building will be rising. And there's the staircase that leads up to that new park that's built over top of the rail corridor. The park closes, I think, at 8 o'clock or some ridiculously early hour. But I did do a video walking up there to check it out. That's like lots of stairs to walk up. And the security guard up there told me that I wasn't allowed to record video of the park, but I could take still photographs. So I was like, well, that makes no sense. How are you supposed to know if someone is taking a still photograph or recording a video if they're using their phone? There's no way they can know, right? The only way he knew was I was holding my Osmo Pocket instead of my phone, so he was like, oh, that's obviously a video camera. Yeah, so he was polite about it though. And I could tell he didn't really want to tell me not to record. He was just told to say that by his superiors. Do they have a pizza machine in the CIBC Square Tower, Lizzo? That's cool. I want to try one of those. I've seen a couple other ones around town. It's like a pizza vending machine that makes your pizza in 10 minutes and then spits it out at you. Was Johnny told not to film up there? Well, in any case, by the time the security guard told me not to record, I had already recorded, so it was too late. I got what I wanted. And here's Union Station. And another look at where the second tower will rise. It's already above ground, so It will start to go skyward there in the very near future. These office towers tend to go up very quickly once they get above ground. Once the concrete core starts rising, the steel just comes fast and furious, and it just flies up. Are those Big in Japan? Isn't that the name of a song? Big in Japan. One of those 80s songs. And here's one of my favorite views in the whole city, looking towards Union Station with the CN Tower, the Royal York Hotel, and the emerging Skyscraper Canyon here along York Street, or York Front Street, with the new, that building now? The 160 Front office tower. I'm gonna have to check that out on Blog TO, Susan. I didn't even see that. I just heard that they sort of laid off telling people not to record or take photos or anything, because I guess they got a lot of complaints. Because who's not going to want to go up there and take photos or video? Gertish, yes it is, yes it is. There's the Dominion Public Building. We got the L Tower. And another look at the awesome CIBC Square. Antonio, hello, hello. How are things in Boston? Yeah, you can see the clock tower of Old City Hall. Oh yeah, Gabby, maybe that was for the Boys, the show on Amazon Prime. They do a lot of shoots around Metro Hall. Hey, Steve Mikra, how's it going? Let's do a quick in and out here. Let me soak up this air conditioning. Check this out. This is Brookfield Place. The Alan Lambert Galleria, I think it's called. By the same architect who did that awesome new Oculus building in Lower Manhattan. And you can tell it looks quite similar. Movenpick, I didn't notice. I'll have to check it out next time. Hey, thanks, Leslie. I always sort of dreamed of being a tour guide, believe it or not. And I sort of get to be one now with this channel. It's not in any official capacity. I just thought it would be awesome to be able to walk around and show people the city and talk about it, because that's just what I love to do, right? I love to walk around and look at it and talk about it and show other people what it's all about. And it is the walrus. And no, I am not the walrus. The walrus was Paul. Marcus, do I watch Picard? I did watch it, yeah. I was a bit disappointed, I would have to say. It didn't turn out to be what I was hoping it would be, but oh well. I'll probably still watch season 3 and hope that I enjoy it more. I am liking the new Strange New Worlds. Discovery I don't really enjoy either. But Strange New Worlds, the newest one, I am enjoying that one. That one actually feels like an actual Star Trek show. Picard was a bust, Christine. It's like, I don't know what they're trying to do there, but they did not accomplish it. But I recommend Strange New Worlds. It's also shot here in Toronto, as is Discovery. I think in Mississauga, to be precise, but same difference. And the Orville is actually quite good as well. That's Seth MacFarlane's sci-fi show, which is sort of a knockoff of a Star Trek type show, but it actually does it better than Discovery or Picard. And there's a new season of the Orville on Disney Plus now, here in Canada. I'm not sure. I think in the States it's on Hulu. We don't have Hulu here, so some shows end up on Disney Plus here in Canada. And there's King Street. I did watch a few episodes of Lower Decks. I thought it was alright. I should finish watching it. I didn't keep up with it. Yeah, I thought it was alright. It seemed more enjoyable to me than those other shows that I mentioned. You love the Orville, Chris Mills? Yeah, it's great, right? Seth MacFarlane is a fan of Star Trek, so he knows how to do a show in that vein properly. The people who are making Discovery and Picard, they're not fans of Star Trek. You can tell. And there's the disappearing view of the CN Tower. That new office tower keeps getting higher and higher. And pretty soon it's going to block this view. The 160 front office tower that's blocking it. Did I like 7 of 9? Well, I mean, I liked her on Voyager. I'm not so sure about on Picard. I guess she was alright, you know? Yeah, that's the one, Susan. William Shatner is awesome. I don't care if he says stupid shit every once in a while. The guy's in his 90s. Come on, man. He doesn't look more than 75, and he's in his 90s. Still has all his wits about him. And he just recently went to the edge of space. What's going on here? In Toronto, no sidewalk goes unobstructed. Haha. Hey, Joe's Crayons, how you doing? Yes, that's right. He's a horse guy, Ali. And I think in Star Trek Generations, he actually has some scenes where he's riding a horse, and you can tell he's totally at home on that horse. That's cool, Tom Bikes. No, they won't, Leo. Anyone can walk around recording in public. The police know this. Yeah, he died in that movie. And the last thing he said was, "It was fun." Yeah, yeah.
Aren't you that guy that walks around Toronto?
I'm one of them. There's a couple of us, right?
What's your YouTube channel?
TheKenContinuum.
Oh, TheKenContinuum.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I've walked with you one time before.
Did you?
I have a video of it too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull it up.
There's like me and Johnny Strides. He's the other guy, right? There's a couple other ones too.
Yeah.
Like there's Lizzo. There's Toronto Walk and Drive. There's like a bunch of us now, actually, you know.
Yeah, shoot, I can't find it. But
Yeah.
it was like during the winter.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
We were. Oh, it was that day they had the Ukrainian.
Glorious
rally.
Village? Oh, over there.
Yeah, Nathan Phillips.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Were you out that day or?
I might have been, yeah.
Okay.
Good seeing you. Yeah, that's right, Nova Costa. I was thinking of ones who do live streams, though, more. There's way more channels that just do videos, but don't do live streams. I'm thinking, who does live streams? It's Johnny, myself, Lizzo, Film Mission, I think Toronto Walk and Drive. I'm not sure if he does live streams, actually. I know there's like a bunch of Montrealers who do videos like G Corb and some others, but I've never come across someone who regularly live streams in Montreal. I mean, there's got to be at least one, right? For some reason they never get recommended to me, if there are. And there's one guy in Chicago who does live streams. I've caught a few of his. And of course there's a bunch of them in New York City. And now there's at least one in Miami that we know of who used to be in New York City. I've never seen a regular streamer from Vancouver yet either. But I know my walk around does go to Vancouver to do videos there sometimes. Horse is a horse, of course, of course. And there's Old City Hall. I think it's almost 10 o'clock. We'll get to hear it chime 10 times. My walk around is from Toronto primarily, but he does do videos in Vancouver.
Dude, I watch your streams all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks man.
You've done Niagara too, right?
Pardon me?
You've done Niagara too, right?
I haven't gone to Niagara, no. Johnny Strides has.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Right. I apologize.
Yeah, okay, I'm the Ken Continuum, but Johnny
Okay.
Strides and
I apologize.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
saw the whole setup and
Oh,
that.
no worries. Yeah, yeah.
That's your voice.
you know, we know each other,
Yeah.
me and Johnny, yeah. Cool, man.
Cool.
See ya. That guy thought I was Johnny Strides. Well, there we go, 10 o'clock. Bong, right? And one more for good luck. Bong. Well, I don't get recognized as often as Johnny, obviously, but it does happen fairly often these days. Yeah, every hour, and then on the half hour it just chimes without the bongs. Yeah, Antonio, yeah, I guess Boston doesn't have a regular live streamer. Or if they do, they're not very well known, I suppose, or are still building up their audience. Wing Zero, yeah. It's kind of hard to physically confuse us, I would say. I mean, we're both men. We're both men who walk around with a phone on a stick. Maybe that's all people need to know. That's enough for them to confuse us. We both have 2 arms and 2 legs and a head. Queen 666, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. $6.99 super chat. Thank you very, very kindly. Very much appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the walk around downtown in this hot, humid hump day evening. I'm taller now. Maybe in the bizarro world. I think Johnny has about 4 inches on me, I would say. But I have bigger muscles. Ooh. I don't know. What city is this? I don't know. Am I 5'8"? On a good day, I'm 5'8". Maybe first thing in the morning, before my spine has compressed. I think I'm closer to 5'7". Once I'm up walking around, unless I'm wearing my big thick boots with the big thick inch heels, then maybe I'm 5'8". Mr. Strides is still here, flexing his guns. Steve Mukra, $2. For whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Thank you very kindly. And very poetic as well, Steve. And there's a nice financial district view.
I figure what I can
And it's Ot Norot. Welcome to Ot Norot. Welcome to Ot Norot. If I go Ot Norot, Ot Norot, play that backwards, see if it sounds like Toronto. How tall is Megan? Megan is just around my height. Maybe a smidge taller. Christopher Haydock, £3 super sticker. Well, thank you very kindly, Christopher. I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. Your support is always very much appreciated. And hello in Trinidad and Tobago. A good sitting spot? Yeah, it looks like a good sitting spot. There's a guy laying right there, so I guess it's a good lying spot as well. There's the Aura looking very Gotham-esque. I think Toronto does sort of have a Gotham-esque quality to it at night, especially on cold nights when with all the steam coming out of the manholes and that sort of thing. That's true, Susan. I can't argue with that. There was a fire at Yonge and Wellesley. Oh, I hope no one was hurt. I never lie. Well, I don't know about that. Alan K. Kwan, you think you know, huh? I need a haircut. But why? Maybe I like to have a flowing mane of hair. Why is there a tire shop? Does Canadian Tire even have tires anymore? I guess they do. If you look really hard, you can probably find some tires in there. Amongst every other thing under the sun that you can imagine. Oh, I just missed this light. How am I supposed to look like the fifth Beatle if I get my hair cut? Come on now. And Chuck Diamond, $20. Not long to Canada Day. Keep walking. Wow, thank you very, very kindly, Chuck Diamond. Very generous support. And I'll never stop walking. I'm not Nancy Sinatra, but these shoes are made for walking. Even if they are uncomfortable looking to some people. Crappy tire. It's almost as funny a nickname as Rotten Ronnie's. Leo, as a matter of fact, I did work at Canadian Tire. Back before I moved to Toronto, my last job in North Bay was at Canadian Tire. That's a good idea Mazzy has. Yeah, I sort of can't argue with that, Emma. And I'm approaching the epicenter of the city, otherwise known as downtown Canada. I must have been the manager. No, I would never want to be a retail manager. You know how much bullshit they have to put up with? The pay is just not worth it. It's just not worth it, man. I think the key to enjoying a retail job is have the least amount of responsibility possible. And get in and out as quickly as you can. And we got, oh, it's that guy who doesn't like to be recorded while he's breakdancing. And I'll just keep talking over his music because it is known to cause copyright claims. Maybe I'll cross over here just to get further away from that. Yeah, the Believe guy is probably home in bed by now. It is a Wednesday night. I don't think that's his usual time to be doing his thing here. Richard Bishop, I guess it is my favorite endpoint because it's very close to where I live and it's always lively and bright and interesting. It just seems like a natural place to end many downtown streams. I think Nathan Phillips Square is the other location that I like to end downtown streams at. But when I was walking through Nathan Phillips Square just now, I didn't quite feel I was ready to end the stream yet. So I kept going. Yeah, I believe it, Christine, I believe it. Do I like fish? Well, I'm not exactly a big fan of fish, but I do know them. I have listened to them. Jam bands are cool, but it's not really my preferred style of music. I can get into it, but I don't go crazy for it. I'm not about to follow them around on tour or anything like that. I'll go see a fish show, sure. Yeah, I watched Better Call Saul. I haven't watched the new season yet, though. I've been behind in getting caught up, but I'll watch it. And looks like they finished reinstalling that video screen at H&M. They had it dismantled and then they rebuilt it. I guess they just upgraded it. They did it pretty quick too. now they're going to redo this screen over here. I mentioned that last time, I think, but they're going to take down that big static billboard, and the video screen underneath it, which has been turned off for weeks now, if not the last month or so, will be dismantled, and that will all be replaced with one big video screen going all the way to the top. So that will be an improvement, I suppose, if video screens are what should be here. And I say, bring on the video screens. I think these static billboards here should be replaced with video screens as well. Just go hard. Go hard on the video screens, man. This is the place to do it. That's just my opinion anyway. I haven't seen this singing man in a long time. I think I saw him over a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. And that was the first time I'd seen him in probably another month and a half or 2 months before then. So he's definitely a bit of a rarity these days. I hope he's all right. But I think it's time to say goodnight. So thanks to all for joining me on this hot, humid hump day walk around the city. We got to see some of the lake. We got to see some of downtown. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And all in all, a pretty lively night here for a Wednesday evening. So thank you everyone for the very civilized chit chat, and thanks to the new mod squad. I'm not sure if they had to put the kibosh on any trolls or not. If they did an excellent job, because I didn't notice anything. And thanks to everyone who sent a super chat or super sticker, or any PayPals I might not know about yet. And keep an eye out for my next stream in 3 or 4 days, and my daily videos when I don't post live streams, as you know. And until then, I will continue, and hit the like button and the subscribe button. Hit all the buttons. Have a great night, everyone. Until next time. Mark S, 3 or 4 days from now. Saturday or Sunday. That's a good show. Everyone should watch it. All right, good night.